So a miserable start to the day just got worse, I think.
RevelatorAlf.
Well, welcome to RevelatorAlf. So yeah, it's a bit of a gloomy start to the day here in good old Blighty, but it actually seems to be clearing a little bit now, similar to my problems with the heroic Harley. Well, I say problems, there doesn't seem to be any problems now. Let me explain. Yes, if you've been watching the channel, you'll know the saga of this faltering start on the bike. I go to hit the starter button, there's a momentary hesitation, let's say, then the starter kicks into life, but at the same time power is cut to the instrument module and the clock loses its power and has to be reset. So this has been happening on and off for the last year or so, maybe a little bit longer. Happens for a couple of weeks, then it stops. So it's been happening now for the last sort of 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, something like that. Anyway, had it all booked into the dealership. I've been having lots of conversations with them, with the techs and the service department in general, and I've been doing my own research, I've been doing my own tests, I've connected lots of things to the bikes. I've done all amperage tests, drop tests, voltage, battery tests, everything. Anyway, this last week, as I said in the previous video, it's just stopped happening. In fact, it's not happening at all. So what I did, I started to try and narrow down exactly when it was happening. I thought it was on cold starts, and I thought it might be happening if I tipped the bike upright. So I always tried to start the bike on its side stand. Okay, I'd turn on the run switch and then I'd wait about 10-20 seconds before hitting the starter, and it would start up without fail, no problems at all. Then I started to put the bike upright and then wait 10-20 seconds, and again it started no problem. Then I started to put the bike upright and just hit the starter as soon as the red security light went out as well, and it started straight away. So it's starting fine. The problem is I didn't record any of this over the last year, or certainly didn't go into the dealership and have them record it as a potential fault. So here's the thing, I took it to the dealership this morning to have it booked in for a full diagnostics, and that could take 3 or 4 hours. It really depends what they have to do. The problem is, you know, you're talking £95 plus VAT, which is what, I don't know, £120, let's say, an hour, and whatever, do that conversion in dollars and shekels. So the price of this full diagnostic could ramp up really quickly, and they could find absolutely nothing. So I've never had any error codes with it, so I find myself in this weird situation. I can't really take it into the dealership now. I can't justify it. I've had a lengthy conversation with them this morning on what it potentially could be, but I can't justify spending that money when there's nothing wrong with the bike. There's no point in having a full diagnostic on the bike when it might not show up anything. So we've come to the agreement that I'll probably get in touch with them again to book it in if I need to, if it starts happening on a regular basis. Otherwise I'll just be wasting my money. The problem is with the CAN bus system, with the electrical system on all bikes, let's say, but you know, in Harleys in this case, if there's a slight change in resistance, or if there's a slight pinch on a wire or in a CAN bus wire, it could affect something, and it might not even throw up an error code, which is really infuriating too. So I find myself in this weird situation where there's something wrong with the bike, potentially. It's not showing up right now. I don't want it to reoccur, obviously, so I'm trying to come up with strategies so, you know, I maybe incorporate a little delay before I start it. But at the same time, I'm also trying to get it to happen again. So I'm trying to rush the start as well and see if that, you know, brings it on. I'm in a really weird place, you know, so I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing that the bike is kind of playing up a little bit. But it isn't. It's weird. It isn't now. It's absolutely fine. So I don't know. But as I say, if it happens again, then I'll let you know, or if I eventually do take it to a full diagnostics. But the problem is, I suppose, they won't honour this as a historical issue because it was never recorded. So that's full on me, I've got to say, and I'm kicking myself now that I didn't take the bike in when the fault was happening, first of all, when it was still in warranty, and have it recorded by them, because then this could all be sorted out and fully diagnosed under warranty. Right now, this could cost me £400 or £500, dollars, shekels, and they'll might not find anything at all because it's starting fine. On this very next start, it could start happening again. I don't know, weird. Anyway, listen, I thought I'd bring that to you because, as I say, I don't know where I'm at right now with the bike. I did see a really nice Street Glide special in there, so you know what I mean. But no, look, the bike is absolutely fine. I just wish I knew what was causing this issue, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, as far as I can tell. My full diagnostics that I've done, it seems to be absolutely fine. There's no error codes. I don't know what it is. You know, a couple of people have sent me links to starting issues that they've had, very similar. In fact, they've changed a few things, but they couldn't actually narrow down exactly what was causing the problem. So it could be anything as well. It could be something that I've done historically to the bike, maybe, and I've pinched a wire, maybe, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'm basically going to go through the whole bike, everything that I've done to the bike, and see if I've caused an issue, or if I put a cable tie on somewhere and pinched a wire or something like that. That's what I'm going to do, just to make sure that all the connections are absolutely tight and there's no chance that I've caused an issue. But as I say, this kind of started happening before I started to do anything to the bike, I think. Over to you. Let us know what your thoughts are. But as I say, the heroic Harley is still being heroic for now. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share. Check out the website, RevelatorAlf.com. I'll catch you again. Ta-da.